Our health correspondent, Nicola Hill, is in London. I have some family members who hate honey, but I think they're going to have to change their minds.
Well, isn't it the one that we've always been told when we were children, Adnan? You know, you sort of got a cold, have hot lemon and honey. Certainly it's the remedy in my family. And now these old wives' tales, these folk remedies have been proven to be completely true. So, yeah, I think your family members don't like honey. Maybe try a different type. I've got a jar of lavender honey in my kitchen at the moment that's delicious. So this research from Oxford University looked at 14 different studies involving nearly 1,800 people, and they showed that honey is the best option if you've got what are called the upper respiratory tract infections. And these are normally caused by viruses, so even though people might want antibiotics, they're not going to do anything at all. So instead, honey is a much better option. And a couple of the studies they investigated actually show that they reduce the symptoms by 1 or 2 days, which is great. They did say that only 2 of the studies were comparable to placebo. And of course, it's important to say that children under the age of 1 shouldn't be given honey just in case of botulism. But it's definitely, this is the option that doctors should be recommending now. They should say, you know, have a spoonful of honey or have a hot lemon and honey drink or something that's got honey in it, rather than the cough medicines that we tend to buy in the pharmacy or the expectorants or anything like that. We had heard before that Manuka honey is very good. Apparently there's been some studies saying that's good for to help when you've got infected wounds. More research on that's carried out. Now that's honey that's made in New Zealand. But the research that was done for these studies didn't actually identify which type of honey. So you can have your lavender honey I've got, or you could have that lovely Greek honey with thyme in, or the honey that you might make yourself if you've got bees and you've got a beehive.
Nicola, of all the medical experts that you speak to, how much do they talk about the dangers of over-prescribing antibiotics? Because if honey is better than any antibiotic to treat this kind of upper respiratory tract infection, that's surely good news. It was literally about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that researchers had found a strain of malaria in Africa that is now resistant to antibiotics. So the less that the world takes antibiotics, surely the more benefit we're going to get for a healthier future.
Oh, completely, Adnan. That's one of the big stories at the moment in the health world, is this antibiotic resistance. And there are many diseases now where antibiotics just don't work, as you said, that type of malaria, which is really worrying because it means effectively we haven't got any treatment. And there has been criticism of the pharmaceutical companies who haven't put enough research into developing new antibiotics. And obviously with COVID, that's definitely the case now. People haven't got time for it. So yes, if you've got an upper respiratory tract infection or any virus, which antibiotics don't work. I mean, the word itself, antibiotic, they work against bacteria. So basically, if you've got a virus, don't expect to get antibiotics, because all that's doing is just increasing antibiotic resistance.
Nicola, thank you so much indeed. Nicola Hill, our health correspondent.